What if I told you a war was being waged, not too far from here, in fact our next door neighbor, Mars, between Cyborg Elon Musk and Mechabezos? And what if I told you that Bill Gates was involved? A young, genetically enhanced Bill Gates clone, of course, and yes, even Mark Zuckerberg. And what if I told you that John Cena and The Rock, and yeah, even Matt Damon, had signed on to wage war on Mars? If you're excited at this point, then you might be the sort of backer that Nerd Wars, Attack on Mars is looking for. So let's take a look at it right away. Nerd Wars, Attack on Mars, an epic meme-packed RTS. Not your average project, that's for sure.
Hey guys, Sean here. I'll do a longer introduction a little bit later. As a forewarning, this video is really long, but I think you'll want to stick with it.
It's 22 minutes long.
Hearing the story.
Let's get right into this thing.
The best.
We begin with a South Park-like disclaimer, and I get the feeling we might need it.
The most epic launch in Kickstarter history is now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
For a meme takeover, the likes of which you've never seen. Featured on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. We're hiring the best of the best. John Cena, Dwayne Johnson, and Matt Damon. Introducing Nerd Wars, Attack on Mars.
So right out the gate, we are introduced to a star-studded cast, including Matt Damon. And we have the treat of seeing an InfoWars font for the Attack on Mars. But this is just the tip of the iceberg.
The year is 2057. An AI awakening in 2029 unlocked an exponential progression of technology. Weaponized
The
spaceships,
singularity.
cloning, mutants, transhumanism, and breakthroughs in physics and computing are commonplace. Red Seattle was built in 2042, the first and largest city of Mars, by thousands of Matt Damon clones owned by SpaceX.
So you gotta love that Red Seattle, first off, I like that name, was built by thousands of Matt Damon clones, like the actor Matt Damon. I suppose it's supposed to be the character that he was playing in The Martian or whatever that movie was. But they decided that out of all of humanity, we needed to clone thousands of Matt Damons to put together a city. This is no doubt the work of Cyborg Elon Musk. And there he is.
Cyborg Elon, the poster boy for human enhancement technologies, can be seen on the front lines in his cyber tank with Schrodinger.
Do you think that these windows are bulletproof? Don't test them live.
With nearly 3 billion humans migrating to Mars and the moon almost already at capacity.
Whoa. What happened to, what is this, like Pennsylvania or whatever? There's like no electricity there. Do you see it? Weird. I wonder if that's part of the story.
Government of Amazon. The capital
The government of Amazon.
headed by Mechabezos.
And there's
declares
Mechabezos.
war on Mars.
Jeffy B.
Mechabezos, the AI nuclear-powered cyborg, guided by the DNA and memories of Jeff Bezos
What?
as he
Hold on a
comfortably
second.
retires on a private island.
So it's not the real Jeff Bezos. The real Jeff Bezos retired comfortably on a private island, but the DNA and memories of Jeff Bezos, who I guess, is a good businessman, had to power this nuclear-powered cyborg. I just love it.
The majority of the planet is jacked into the metaverse 24/7 by law. After
by
a
law, you
militaristic
must
takeover of
you must have the
internet and
NFTs.
nearly every key city across the globe by Zuckerberg and Metacorp in 2047.
It's a
The sweet baby
Zuckerberg, just Mark Zuckerberg's head on Mechagodzilla, it looks like. All right.
death ray satellite incinerated all of Earth's military, police
Sweet.
force, and government officials before anyone could react.
We have just applied the Sweet Baby Rays.
The sweet baby rays. So that's from when he had just, I think, announced that he had gone meta or something, and they lost like $40 billion. He had lost like $40 billion of worth or something. And he did this video in which he was just having a barbecue. And that was one of the lines from there. I'm pretty sure he's applying Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce to his barbecue there.
However,
Nancy Pelosi
and
survived.
is raking in billions per day for her financial advice as the most legendary investor of all time, tempted by the new wave of technology and endless possibilities.
So here we got like a synthwave
Some
screensaver
say
or
he
like
transferred his
visualizer.
consciousness into a never-aging, much
retro
more
new
muscular
wave.
version of himself. But
The gate
providing
station.
solutions to
For
any
sure.
issues. Nerd Wars. Attack on Mars. All funds raised in support of development will go to hiring more marketers, artists, and programmers.
So I love that the first thing they're hiring is more marketers. Okay, so that's always a great sign. Before artists, before developers, before programmers, more marketers. Makes sense.
Get ready. Get excited.
Get excited.
Let's make it happen.
No to the moon?
So you're probably wondering what that was all about.
Yeah, a little bit.
Before I get into that, let me introduce myself. I'm Sean Sorrell. I'm 34 years old, and I've been into PC gaming for the better part of 25 years. The first
All right.
PC game I ever played was Command & Conquer Red Alert, followed
A great
by
game.
Total Annihilation, which I found at a Kmart for like half price, $10.
Yeah,
or something like
CNC
that
was
when I
probably my
11
first
years old.
RTS as
It's
well. I also
basically
played
the
Total Annihilation
official prequel to Supreme Commander.
Supreme
if
Commander.
you've never heard of it.
and Red Alert. Where's
First, I
Red
wanna
Alert?
Point out that there will be multiple phases of development and giant mouse pad combo to come with each copy of the game, or at least be available for purchase separately.
Yeah, that's essential. Like, let's be honest, if you're going to want to play an RTS on the PlayStation or Xbox, you're going to want a mouse and keyboard. Might as well have it be Nerd Wars branded. You know, it just makes sense.
They might want to also have a controller available if they're not that great at FPS games. And then,
Right. Okay. So here's the core idea. You can switch back and forth from first person and third person, or rather, you know, the RTS view.
you go into first person view, you'll be able to just pick up a controller and dominate.
Dominate.
So, yeah, we are basically at ground zero, but everything awesome starts somewhere.
So let's take a pause here. We're talking about hiring actors. The goal is $30,000. You probably wouldn't get a phone call with John Cena for $30,000, but you're certainly not going to be hiring John Cena, Matt Damon, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for $30,000.
Let's go ahead and get into it.
Let's do it.
So
There
I was
we go.
thinking
Meme
the Doge
nuke.
Army would be like a basic infantry squad.
The opponent's Pokemon is oversupped and has Thomas, the tank engine, haunt their dreams forever. Meme nuke coming in 3, 2, 1, and it's John Cena and the start of his song. So this has something to do with the game as well. It's just a modified Pokemon type card with a lot of Doges on it.
And
So there's the 300 Doges.
basically apes for the Moon faction. It's kind of a crypto reference, like Dogecoin and all the degenerates that are aping into meme coins.
2 seconds after buying. Where's
so,
my
yeah.
Lambo?
Doge
Where
is a
Lambo?
basic infantry unit. Apes for
So you got apes versus Doge. Classic battle of the crypto memes.
and then there's the buff Doge.
You got to
which
have the
will be
buff
like a
Doge,
giant,
right?
I don't know, super tanky infantry unit, maybe with like a rocket launcher or something like
All
that.
right.
Then there's the Sweet Baby Death Ray. So, yeah, you'll be able to click Hire Zuckerberg.
We have just applied the Sweet Baby Rays. Sweet Baby Rays. Sweet Baby Rays. Maybe throw some Sweet Baby Rays on the ribs and take it from there.
Then a cyborg resembling Mark Zuckerberg will pop up in the HUD. Then we've got Cyborg Elon.
All right, so there's Cyborg Elon.
Which are the two main commanders.
With the
Elon will obviously
bandolier of
Mars
bullets coming out of his butt.
Commander, and he's going to be in a cyber tank.
This here is not actually very much more ridiculous than what Elon Musk actually is going to try to sell everyone. So,
while Mechabezos is just a giant mech with a clone of Jeff Bezos grown into the upper half of it, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's controlled by AI.
Look, let's be real. Like, I think that Jeff Bezos is actually turning himself into Mechabezos slowly. Like, if you've seen pictures of Jeff Bezos when he was young, I don't know if they're still allowed on the internet, but he was just like a regular dumpy bald dude. Now he's like a super buff uber soldat. You know, it's like crazy what kind of juice he's got going. He's just like IVing in like the blood of 1,000 infants, or who knows what he's up to. But this is just the natural evolution of Jeff Bezos.
I'm thinking Celon or Cyborg Elon will have more range versus Mechabezos. Like, basically, he'll be able to.
I love that he's getting into like the actual nuance of the units, which will be Cyborg Elon, or Celon for short, and Mechabezos, like the range and DPS. That's actually pretty great.
Well, like if he's in it, then maybe it has more health or.
Oh, you know what would be great is if you put Cyborg Elon into the cyber tank, it can drive correctly. But if you let the cyber tank drive itself, it just starts running over your own units immediately.
Thousands of people drive safer just with a software update overnight.
Wow, that's actually
healthy. Matt Damon clones, which will be the engineer unit
Damon
for Mars, obviously because of his role on the Martian.
Obviously.
And
wait. Let me go back here a second.
For Mars, obviously because of his role on the Martian. And
did you hear that? Is he tapping out his pipe? Is that the sound? Let's hear it again. Enhance.
Obviously because of his role on the Martian. And it's going to be very similar to Company of Heroes engineer unit.
Oh, man.
And I was thinking there'll be
you
like
be the judge.
Some other.
Oh, no. Steve Jobs is back.
Like I was thinking Steve Jobs clones maybe for the moon. I'm not really sure about that yet.
Yeah, maybe we'll throw in Steve Jobs. Not a big deal.
Oh, yeah. To be taking fire from Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne gets sniped by Cena, who is invisible. Of course.
The rocket launcher.
There will be petitions for Dwayne Johnson, John Cena, Matt Damon to appear in the game. If they don't want to do it, someone else will.
And I think if one of them
sounds like a threat. If just one agrees, the others would follow.
It'd be like 10 minutes or less.
5 to 10 minute of footage from their phones.
Just like
maybe just a cameo. Let's see if they're on Cameo, right?
When you click on their unit, huge campaign storyline.
Hey, red alert! There it is.
Super expensive. And then the rest of the characters can be deep faked.
They're just gonna deep fake the rest of the characters. Why not just deep fake John Cena and Dwayne The Rock Johnson, etc.?
Damons.
I think you might not get away with calling Matt Damon clones Damons.
Legal issues or.
It's like the head of the Ferengis over there, the Daemons.
The story of the game or the origin will still always be known. A higher Nancy ability to boost resources.
And I don't know why Nancy's getting in on this. Now, that's a good question. I actually don't know the legality of this, but can you not just use public figures in a clearly satirical form? I don't know if you can. I know that, like, for instance, presidents and politicians are always being impersonated on Saturday Night Live and a bunch of other shows. So couldn't you get an actor or actress to impersonate them in a video game? I think you could, probably.
This is the meme that's been all over TikTok and Facebook.
No, is this right? She actually had a 69% return?
You'll get rich.
Come on.
Pretty much.
Come on, Nancy.
Then there would be Vitalik Buterin, which would possibly be the Mars counterpart.
Is this actually how the like Ethereum guy looks? Or is this modified? It looks like a cartoon character.
Yeah, kind of like the centralized versus decentralized type of thing, faction-wise. Like Mars is the decentralized.
So I knew we would have some crypto involved, but come on, there's no crypto
faction
fueling the craze of the game. Comic books may be in the works as well. Already found 2 or 3 amazing artists. Hey, great.
Comic book too.
I'd love to see a comic book about this stuff.
Another special ability would be to hire Bill Gates to send in a swarm of mechanical
A
mosquitoes
bioweapon.
to infect the enemy team with a bioweapon.
Of course.
The only real defense against the swarm will be if you have engineers with flamethrowers.
Oh, okay.
Like both sides will have flamethrowers.
I thought he was going to talk about something that goes in your arm.
Yeah, I want to have as many memes as possible in the game. I've got a lot written down.
Yeah, we got a lot of memes.
I don't know.
We got to get as many memes as we can
sure.
possibly fit into one video
But
game.
the majority of what I've said will be in it. I don't know if we can call it Godzilla. It'd probably have to be Wadzilla. Something like that.
There you go.
Okay, so the long-term vision.
Perfect.
For this
The
game,
lawyers will never know what hit them.
play for pay, or
What?
similar to the play to earn thing, but not really.
Okay. Not really.
Originally, this was the idea from the beginning, but
All right. Now this is where I want
decided
give me the
to
crypto.
Make sure that the game gets developed before attempting to do anything like that.
It's got to be
plenty
crypto
of
based.
ideas how to make that sustainable, which would be the main challenge: handing over money to play our games, essentially.
Sounds easy.
Yeah, all that's on hold, though. I'm really not worried about it right now. I'd much prefer the game to be developed and be awesome first.
So here's the way that it breaks down. Make game awesome, and we don't even have the monetization strategy if we have made the game awesome. But somehow we'll also have to figure out how to monetize it by paying the players to play. Interesting approach.
Is I'm probably going to need to talk to the developers behind some of these games I mentioned, like Company of Heroes, Command and Conquer.
Okay. We're going to contact the makers of some of the biggest RTSs to ask them, what are the jobs in an RTS so that I can hire them in order to make my meme RTS. I'd love to listen in on that conversation.
Realism and Fortnite, essentially.
It's nice. A cross between realism and Fortnite. That's basically the whole spectrum of all like computer graphics, almost, of the modern age, basically.
I can envision it in my mind what it'll look like with Buff Doge walking around, slamming crap.
That's great. He's imagining Buff Doge walking around slamming crap.
Yeah, I'll need to talk to somebody to write down, like, in structure how I'm going to get this done. Honestly, it'd probably be cheaper to...
Whoa. He skipped the section about buying Company of Heroes 1 source code. Just as an aside there.
And just kind of model it after that.
Great. That's actually a good game. I played that game. I want to glean
from other games too. I don't want it to be all just straight Company of Heroes copy.
It will be the best.
I want it to be better. I want it to be the best. I don't know what other RTS games have come out recently.
Not many.
But it's going to be awesome. True. We're going to make it awesome. I want it to be hilarious and really fun. That's the main two ideas. Hilarious and fun.
Hilarious and fun.
I really hope that you like this idea.
Like, look, can we get real here for a second? If this game actually existed, and if it was a functioning, like a high-functioning RTS with this in it, would actually be pretty awesome. Let's just admit that, all right?
All the memes and parody of real life that I put together here. I think it's going to be awesome, and I hope you get involved. Thanks. This is Sean signing off.
All right. Wow. That is got to be one of the memeiest projects I've ever run into in all of my browsing of Kickstarter. Again, like you got to give it to them. It is a hilarious concept. It's absolutely ridiculous. Never could happen, but if it could happen, it would be great. So I was just so surprised that look at this. We got this ape firing a machine gun from the top of a prime electric vehicle. I'm just actually surprised that there was no integration of crypto. Like, honestly, like that was probably the thing that I was least expecting, because I finally found a project that I could get in on and mint my ETH or whatever it is that these crypto bros do, and get in on the ground floor and be one of the Cyborg Elon NFT holders. I finally found it. There's only 3 people that have seen this before. And nope, like this is not the time I get rich with this great concept. Maybe we'll have to have a relaunch with some crypto backing. I don't know if they allow that on Kickstarter, actually, now that I think of it. But looking at Sean Sorrell from Bloomington, Indiana, he says he is an artist at heart with a passion for tech and a vast experience in everything related to computers minus back-end development. I'm not sure exactly what that means. But he also writes, records, and produces music as inspiration comes. He's a one-man company with years of experience in internet marketing, web design, SEO, and digital product media creation. He has been called a Swiss Army knife at one point. And here we go to his website, Cyborg Elon Finance $nerd. So, it's seeking seed investors. If you guys feel like you want to get in on this, you can also get involved here with $nerd philosophy and infrastructure. You can read all of that on your own time. You've got about me is I am a cyborg Elon. When we have some testimonials here with the Tesla truck in the background on the moon, sort of moon rover edition. Cyborg Elon is my hero. Heather Knight. $nerd tokens changed my life. Paula Rodriguez. And Beep Bop Boop. Hot robot chick. So very credible. Those are some pretty good testimonials. We also have links, useful links, Synthwave and Chillwave. All right. Man after my own heart. Fan of that music. Let's see what kind of synthwave he's got. Shoulda known. So there you have it. That is Nerd Wars. Attack on Mars, an epic meme-packed RTS. They were not kidding. And if only this could happen. My goodness, I wish dreams came true, because this would be absolutely hilarious. Please donate. I'm ready to get this rocking ASAP. Thanks for checking the project out. You're very welcome. It was quite entertaining. I do recommend at least checking out that video. It was pretty rocking. I enjoyed watching it, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video covering it. So maybe go down there and tell them to keep at it, or maybe I think honestly this might work if you just like got the crypto bro community involved. They'll pay for anything, right? Like they'll just pay for, like, what was it, Pixelmon or something like that. This looks better than Pixelmon. I'd fund this like 30 times faster than Pixelmon. Just turn it into some kind of an NFT. Like, all right, look, here we go. Are you ready? I'm going to make you guys billionaires. Anyone who's still watching, you get to become a billionaire. All you got to do is follow this easy piece of advice. All right. Instead of NFTs being related to some silly image, some ridiculous ape or like a pixel nonsense, let's start a new system. It's called the claim system. You can put a K on it, make it unique, whatever you want, right? The claim system is just exactly as follows. You get anything from real life. It could be the planet, Jupiter. It could be Elon Musk. It could be anything you want. All right. Then what you do is you have a claim of it, which is bound to an NFT within the claim system. And now I'm the person who owns the claim on Elon Musk, or Donald Trump or Joe Biden or whoever you want. You know, you can set it up for Jupiter. You could set up for the sun. You could set it up for Australia. So you can just own the claim of it. And see, the beauty of it is that that's exactly what NFTs are. NFTs, if you really had to break them down to the simplest form, it's like saying, you know, somewhere in the county or in the city, there's a little house that has all these papers that say, I own this house, I own this car, and they have a copy of it to make sure that I didn't just print a piece of paper and say, I own the car, right? The title is somewhere. And NFTs are just opening up another little house and saying, now we're keeping different papers. So sorry, Elon, you thought that you owned the rights to your life. Well, guess what? I've got the claim on you. So now in this little house, I own Elon Musk, I own the moon, I own Jupiter, I own Mars, I own Amazon, whatever it is. You can just do that with NFTs. It's that simple, guys. So I give that to the internet. Whomever wants to do that is free to become a billionaire. Maybe send me like just enough to pay my student loans and we'll call it even. How about that? All right. So I better stop talking now. Please like, comment, subscribe. Just tell me what you think about this. If you thought it was as funny as I did, I know that it's definitely Route 1 memes, but the concept of making it an RTS where you're fighting over Mars, I thought was really cool. So that's it for me for tonight, and I'll see you next time.